Like to call the meeting to order. Since we have a large crowd tonight, remember to silence your phones. I'd appreciate it. I think I did. Very good. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Paul,
Here.
Vice Mayor Starkey. Here. Councilmember Whitman.
Here.
Councilmember Hatton.
Here.
Councilmember Lewis.
Here.
Mr. Lemack.
Here.
Mr. Lewis. Mr. Holste. Here. Mr. Weinthal.
Here.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Before we start the public portion part of the program, I'd like to have a moment of silence. I got some very sad news over the weekend that Shirley Munson, one of our pioneers, passed away. Yeah, so I want to say a few prayers for her and also a prayer for Troy Lee to make sure that he gets all the help that he needs and prayers to restore his health. Thank you. The first part of our meetings is the reserved for public comments. This is an opportunity for speakers to come up and air their grievances, their joys of what's going on in the town. And you're not limited on the number of topics. It just cannot be on anything that is on the public hearing portion of the agenda. When that comes up on the agenda, then you can get up and speak. Is there anyone here that would like to speak in the public comments portion tonight? Oh, so everybody's happy. We're happy that everybody's happy. Thank you very much. Well, I'll go on to the agenda, and our first thing is something that we're all very excited about, and that's our 100-year celebration. And Ariana and Cameron, you're going to do this for us?
Good evening, Mayor and Town Council members. I'm Ariana Briseño, Public Relations Coordinator with the town. And here with me, I have Cameron Tippett, the Public Relations Assistant, and Janelle Ethis, College Intern. Tonight, we are excited to present our upcoming Town of Davie Centennial Celebration in honor of our 100-year birthday. But first, I would like to introduce a short video with music unveiling our brand new 100-year logo. The new logo incorporates our theme, 100 Years of Trailblazing, in honor of our centennial celebration. This logo will be replacing our current seal across our website and social media profiles to help promote awareness in our community and to our community members of our historic milestone. In addition, we will be hosting a kickoff event on Saturday, November 16, 2024, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., at the Old Davie School Historical Museum, located at 6650 Griffin Road. This free, family-friendly event marks the beginning of a year-long anniversary celebration, commemorating 100 years since the town was originally incorporated. An opening ceremony including the mayor and town council members will begin promptly at 11 a.m. All residents and businesses in Davie are invited to attend. Event activities will include a live DJ, petting farm, pony rides, face painting, a centennial time capsule poll to be sealed November 2025, photo booth, banner and craft station, complimentary refreshments, Davie Police Mounted Unit, a fire rescue engine, and much more. The Old Davie School Historical Museum will also be providing free interactive activities to learn about Davie's history, including washing laundry in the Everglades Pioneer Village, writing with dip ink pens in a 1920s classroom, making orange juice in a 1940s packing house, and free self-guided tours at the Old Davie School. A few notable year-long initiatives include a centennial calendar that's going to be mailed out to our residents for the next year, Town of Davie proclamation honoring the town's centennial celebration, federal and state recognitions that the town will be recognized by federal and state representatives, a Davie 100 employee group photo, 50-50 Staying Fit Challenge in which people can participate in, virtual birthday celebration on across social media all year long, Davie Veterans, Pioneers, and Centennial Birthday recognitions down our Davie Road, honoring our veterans and pioneers, and social media spotlights. Additionally, we also have year-long celebration of events, including our upcoming holiday craft fairs, in which the 100 Years of Trailblazing theme will be reflected in the town's annual events. For the holiday craft fair, we hope to have a tote, bags, giveaways, and raffle prizes. For Orange Blossom, we're looking to partner for the Royal Court to feature the new logo on the walkable banner and Davie 100 trophies. We're also looking at doing a photo and video contest reflective of the 100 Years of Trailblazing theme, sponsoring senior bingo, luncheons, veterans breakfast, and fun on the 4th. We're looking to do Davie 100 desserts, Mayor's Chess Challenge unveiling a branded chess set, and Davie 100 Mayor stamp. We're also looking to feature a Western themed category for 1 year only at our Halloween Happenings costume contest. And we're going to have a November birthday celebration with more details to come soon. We are also launching our Davie 100 Year website page. This will display upcoming events, showcase historical new photos, and much more. This can be visited at www.davie-fl.gov/100. Any questions?
Did you mention, I can't remember, about the parade, Orange Blossom Parade?
Yes.
Okay,
So
and
that's
being
gonna be
downtown
on
this year?
Davie Road, yes.
Right, okay, great. And let me just show you how nicely framed, and this will be going up right here in the multipurpose room here. Thank
right.
you very much.
Thank you.
This is really exciting. We're going to start thinking about things that need to go into that time capsule. Thank you. Our next item, number 2, is the Royal Court, our Orange Blossom pageant. And Simone James and Jennifer will present the Royal Court. Parks and Recreation, Culture, Arts.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Town Council, and Administration. I'm Simone James, Special Events Coordinator, and this is Jennifer Shapiro, our Event Specialist with the Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts Department. I would like to begin by thanking our 2023 Orange Blossom Royal Court, who've proudly served the town during their reign.
The success of our pageant would not be possible without our pageant director, Lisa Alvarez,
Yay.
Master of Ceremonies, Becky Vetter,
Yeah.
our judges, Kiara Lynn, Chrissy Sieber, and Norma Warwick, as well as our performers, South Florida Cloggers, our sponsors, Bob Roth's New River Groves, Sarah V., and Flamingo Gardens Nursery. The pageant took place on Saturday, September 7th at the Pine Island Multipurpose Center. Our Davie senior women and men competed for the prestigious title of Mr. and Mrs. Orange Blossom. I am proud to present you your 2024 Mrs. Orange Blossom Queen, Casey Lee. And our Mr. Orange Blossom King, Mike Crowley. Over 40 girls across 5 age categories participated in the pageant this year. Each queen will represent the town of Davie throughout the year at special events and rodeos. The Royal Court will also be featured in the 88th Annual Orange Blossom Festival Parade and Rodeo.
Without further ado, I present you with the 2024 Orange Blossom Queens. Tiny Miss Mackenzie Feliciano. Little Miss Blythe Ang. Junior Miss Ariana Pedroso. Miss Junior Teen Gianna Palmiotto, who is not with us tonight. And Miss Teen McKinley Jean Castillo, who's not with us as well. Thank you to the participants and all who contributed to this wonderful event. Once again, congratulations to our 2024 Orange Blossom Royal Court. Thank you.
Very nice. Aren't they cute? I love this.
I like that picture.
It's a very, very good picture. I do well.
Nice.
Congratulations to our royal court. We'll be seeing a lot of you this year, I'm sure.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, and we're going to move on to, let's see, we're tabling a request to table the variance for Flamingo Gardens until December 4th. May I have a motion?
Motion to table variance, number 27.
I'll
Second.
second that.
Oh, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Carol, it's all right. Do we have to, on a variance, we have to do a roll call?
Yes,
Yes,
it's a public hearing.
Please, yeah.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes,
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Vice Mayor Starkey.
that's okay.
Mayor Paul?
Yes,
Motion passes.
thank you. And now staff is requesting to table item 36, hours of operation for an establishment. May I have a motion to table?
Motion to table
Second.
It's to November 20th, did I
to
mention
November
that?
20.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you very much. Okay, now we go on to consent agenda. Guess what, guys? I'm not pulling anything.
Oh, wow.
Is there anybody else that wants to pull anything? See none. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Motion to, go ahead. Go ahead, you've been gone.
Motion to approve the consent agenda?
Second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. And I know Troy Weekly is here about the sponsorship contribution, I'm sure. Got big rodeo coming up this weekend? Yes, we're looking forward to that. I guess I could mention it now, I was gonna do it in my comments, but the Southeastern Circuit Finals are this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and they will be live streamed each day on the Cowboy Channel, so if you get that, I have to go and tape it, so I can look at it more closely. So that's really nice, thank you. All right, that takes care of the consent agenda. Let's go on to public hearing. Number 24 is an ordinance, it's the first reading. Mr. Weinthal, would you read the ordinance by title, please?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, amending Chapter 6, Article 2, Section 62, titled Enforcement and Penalties, Recovery of Unpaid Civil Penalties, Unpaid Penalty to constitute a lien, Interest to be paid on liens, Foreclosure, Prohibition of the issuance of permits, licenses, certificates of use and occupancy, or zoning approvals to violators with unpaid civil penalties or liens, providing for severability, providing for conflicts, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you very much. That public hearing on the ordinance will be held on November 20th, but this is still a public hearing, so if there's anyone from the public who wishes to speak for or against this item, you can come forward at this time. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Any questions or discussion from council? Okay. May I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve number 24 code amendment.
I'll second that. May we have a roll call, please?
Councilmember Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Starkey?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay. Number 25 is a variance. This is for the Albuni home in Shenandoah. Mr. Weinthal, would you read the resolution by title, please?
Yes, Mayor. A resolution of the Town of Davie, Florida, taking final action on variance application B24-057 Al Booney, providing for severability, providing for conflict, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you very much. Is the applicant here? No? Oh, okay. If there's anybody in the public that wishes to speak for or against this, you can come forward at this time.
And quasi is waived, by the way.
Huh?
Quasi is waived.
Okay, thank you. Well, seeing none, I'll close the public hearing and ask town council if there is any discussion. I just wanted to say, you know, we're usually very apprehensive about after-the-fact variances, and I believe this is the one on the bathroom that was added, is that correct? Yeah. And I think there was a hardship here. It's not every day that a couple has triplets and they have to
Oh.
have a little more room
Oh,
for
God.
their kids, so, and it was for a bathroom, so I'll ask if there's anybody that would like to make a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Number 26 is also a variance. Mr. Weinthal, would you read the resolution by title?
Yes, Mayor. A resolution of the Town of Davie, Florida, modifying Resolution 2020-031 as to the effective period of variance V19-187 Williams, providing for severability, providing for conflict, and providing for an effective date.
Is the applicant here? Okay. Is there anyone that wishes to speak for or against this? Okay. I'll close the public hearing then. I don't know how we want to handle this. You want to just give us a brief rundown of this, and then I'll take it from there.
Sure. It's David Quigley, Planning and Zoning Manager. So this is a single-family lot. It's 6,428 square feet. Code normally requires 7,000 square feet, and the lot frontage is 70, and the code normally requires 75, so it's just slightly smaller than normally required. The town granted a variance back in 2021 that only ran for 5 years. When the council approves a variance, by code, it will expire if there's no permit approved for it or issued for it, and that's about to expire in January. So the applicant is asking for it to be extended indefinitely. In the past, the council granted 5 years. You can grant another 5 years. You can do 1 year. You can do it indefinitely. It's up to you.
Well, what seems to,
Reason, yeah.
if they want to speak up, what is holding us up?
Maybe the applicant.
Do you want to answer that question? Yeah, just come up and state your name and address.
How you doing? Yeah, we're actually in the process now of getting plans together. We're going to build a home there for our son, and we just probably need 6 months. What? That's the truth. That's all it is.
Never? Okay. We don't want to have any
You're gonna get in
family
trouble.
squabbles here.
5 years ago, you had one gentleman on the board that wouldn't let me do lifetime or perpetuity because he was against, I guess, having other people in the area not want me to build a home, which the plot's been for 30 years. You all said yes, except for the one gentleman. So then you went with him for the 5 years. And he said I wouldn't have to pay for it, I just have to apply for it again. And then your comment was, why don't you just pull a permit to move some dirt around for 5 years or whenever I could build? But that's not the choice, but
Okay.
Is
I
there,
just-
Mayor, is there
Yes.
special needs?
You want to ask a question?
Yes, please. Is there a special need for this home? I mean, your son, is it some,
What do you mean
it's
special
just that you
need?
want to build a home?
I just want to build a
Yeah,
home, but
yeah,
back 5
yeah,
years
son
ago, the
graduated.
kid.
One at a time at the microphone.
Yeah, let me do this real quick. Hold on a second.
Don't
Yes.
argue.
Yeah, that's all right.
Maybe it isn't her.
We've been married 30-something years. Don't worry about that argument. You know what it's like. We ain't arguing. She's gonna kiss me later. The, yeah, no, our son just graduated from college, you know, and he's got his first career job, and, you know, we want him out of the house. Gonna build him a
fine.
home, get him over, you know, down the road a little bit. That's all.
Thank you. I just
Pretty normal stuff.
sounded like
No
you had
hardship,
special
just
needs.
normal things.
Now, there
Mom,
doesn't,
a mom and a dad, a kid.
there doesn't appear to be a hardship here, and I have a problem with granting this in perpetuity, so, you know, we'll ask for how you
Why don't we,
feel.
I'll agree to 5 more years.
Okay,
It's definitely going to be built now? I mean, you have the plans and,
We're working with an architect right now, yeah.
okay, so then you don't need it in perpetuity if it's in process.
yeah, that's fine.
We'll be done before you know it.
Would you like to make the
5 years.
motion?
Go give a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve granting another 5 years.
I'll second.
Fair.
Roll call?
Whoops.
Was there somebody else that had a question?
No.
Okay,
Councilmember Whitman,
yes.
Mayor Paul,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Starkey.
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton.
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, there you go, thank you.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Invite us for the
Seriously,
groundbreaking.
good.
Thank you, it's
You
done.
got it.
Might be after the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if we build a house there, then we don't need a variance anymore, right?
Well, it depends on when it goes to
What's,
the
Right,
planning and
if we build a
zone.
house, if we build a house in the next year, and we have a 5-year variance, then it's over, right?
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very good.
yeah, and it goes away.
Do you have a
But
question?
don't forget to get your plans into planning and zoning and get everything approved and get all your permits. Okay, very good.
Did you have a question?
Thank you.
Actually, looked
Our
like you-
wonderful staff will work with you,
Yes.
promise.
Congratulations, that's
Okay.
wonderful.
All right, this closes the public hearing portion of the meeting. We have the proclamations that were passed this evening, Native American History Month, Heritage Month, Harvest Drive Days, National Nurse Practitioner Week, tribute to our veterans, and that proclamation will be read Monday at Veterans Day, and of course, the 100th anniversary proclamation, which I just showed you. We have committee and board appointments. I would like to make an appointment, my appointment to the Planning and Zoning Board had been absent, so I chose someone else, and I can pass the gavel.
So do you have a motion you'd like to make?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Jesse Bastos
Is
to
there a
Planning and
second?
Zoning.
Second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Congratulations, Jesse. She'll be a great addition.
Did it?
Huh?
No.
Anybody come up with an idea for Broward MPO's Citizen Advisory Board?
Hey, Frank.
What? What'd you say?
I said, hey, Frank. You know, I mean, would you like us to explain what this is? Okay, Mayor, would you?
All right, this is an advisory committee that works with the Metropolitan Planning Organization. That's the organization that deals with all the additions, the roadways, the traffic, the transportation. We get grants from them. The meetings are held at the MPO office, which is off of Coconut Creek Parkway, and they'd be one meeting, and I'm not sure of the number of times. It's not is it monthly, or is it,
I thought it was quarterly.
I think it's quarterly, yeah. So,
4 times a year. You in? I'll make the motion to nominate
Second.
Frank Vidal.
And we got a second. All those in favor say aye. Any
Before he changes
opposed?
his mind.
Woo-hoo!
So you just want to warn our residents not to show up or we'll appoint you to a board.
You can't show up late.
We'll fill you in on everything. Frank.
It's an I sat on the MPO.
It's an interesting
board
board.
for quite some time. I think Carol sat
Yeah,
on it
it's
for a
very
while.
interesting. Good
I think
people.
you're the representative now, Michelle. But every member of the MPO is allowed to have one person on the citizen. This gives more of input from the people in the public as to what's going on in the transportation area, so.
And I believe that Frank has a lot of experience in that with all the cars and buses that he has.
Okay, very good. Hey, boy, we got a lot good thinking. There you go. All right, our next thing is 35 is the Public Art Advisory Committee, report from recommendation, and Mr. Pullman is going to lead us on this.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Town Council, Administration, staff, and members of the public. Jeff Pullman, Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts Director. With me tonight, too, I also have our public art consultant, Laura Atria, that can help answer any questions if there are any. But tonight we'll be presenting the Public Art Advisory Committee's recommendation for the Painted Horses project for Town Council consideration and direction. So as you may recall, the open call for artists was advertised through Cafe and advertised via social media, the town's website, press releases, and then posted on Cafe, an online public art platform between May 28th and July 7th of this year. The theme of the call was the historical cultures of Davie, which could have included, but were not limited to, farming and fruit groves, education, cowboys and rodeo, flora and fauna, as well as Native American Indian tribes. With the caveat that any Native American tribes and any depiction of Native American cultures did have to be approved by their respective tribal authority. Eligible artists had to be living within Broward County, and artists were allowed to submit up to 3 designs for consideration. However, only 1 design per artist could be selected. Through this call, we received 132 applications. 24 of those applications met the minimum requirements, which included 44 designs for consideration, since some artists did submit up to 3 images for consideration. And then the top 10 ranked designs, or of the 44, they were blind juried by the Public Art Advisory Committee, and then the top ranked designs were recommended, which I'll be presenting this evening. Just as a reminder, these are the 5 horse molds that were previously approved by council: the American Quarter Horse, a running Mustang, a grazing thoroughbred, a standing thoroughbred, and then the Arabian. For the purpose of the call, we did use the standing thoroughbred for the design template, so that all the designs were using the same template. So the next slides will be the Public Art Committee's recommendation, as well as 2 alternates that were decided that evening. 2 of the designs do depict tribal symbols or Native American tribes. We have sent that to the Seminole tribe, and they did provide us some feedback. So if those designs were considered, there are some modifications that need to be made, and we'll work with the artists and tribal council for approval. Each score you'll see as we go through it, too, is a possible 20 points. And with that, I will get into the designs. These are ranked in order from the committee's vote. So this one, the Tribal Council, the Historic Preservation Officer, and Program Director did approve this design and concept. However, the use of the Seminole person wearing a headdress is not an accurate depiction of their people, and would have to be modified if we were to move forward with this design. And we have not contacted the artist at this point because we want council direction before we do so.
Beautiful.
The next couple were a tie for 4th at a score of 15. They're not in any particular order. This one, again, the Seminole Tribal Historic Preservation Officer and Program Director did approve this in concept. However, the use of the horses was not indicative during that time period, so that would have to be modified. The next couple were tied at 7th with 14 votes. And the next few were tied at 9. This one and the following one were alternates as voted by the committee. And with that, I'll turn it over to the mayor for council discussion and direction.
Okay. I've looked at these, I've gone over them. I'd like to make a couple of recommendations and, here at the council. Could you put up the first one, the Native American? There were two that were chosen that were Native American, and these I would like to just put on hold until we go back to the artists to make sure that they are willing to and will make the necessary changes. So, and what I'd like to do is start off with just two, because we don't know exactly how the artists are going to look at once they try to transpose to the horse with the acrylic paint. And we know that we want to have something that's really special that we can be proud of. So I'd like to put a hold on these. Did I have the ones that yeah, so then you have these 4, and I'd like to pick 2 of those to start off with. The one, the red one with the flowers, I don't think that was oriental in nature. I didn't think it met the criteria quite the way we were hoping for. And then there are some others that we might want to go back to the artists as well that were very, very busy. They had leaves coming off of their legs and a lot of fruit, and it was just very, very busy. So we might want to go back to the artists on that. And we also may want to decide at some point to go out to find an artist and commission an artist to do one. So, comments, yes?
I agree, we should probably start off with 2. And if you look at number 3, and I have it pulled up here if you want to see it closer, it pretty much depicts a lot of what Davie's all about. It's got the orange blossoms, it almost looks like flamingo gardens, it has, the various, it just, I think that would be a good start on one of them. It's got a monarch butterfly.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got that.
Which one is it?
The third one.
It's number 2 ranked, and it's scored number Elsa Helfman.
I can go back to the larger picture of it.
That one.
That one.
Yeah, I think that depicts Davie.
pretty.
You
And it's
know,
nice because it's a Davie artist, too. so.
Yeah, and I like that part of it if we're gonna.
What?
The what?
He likes, he just doesn't like the ears.
The ears on the horse.
The ears?
Yeah,
Am I wrong?
got a butterfly. Isn't that what
We'll
that
work
is?
on that. It has a
Wait.
monarch butterfly on it, yeah, by the cheek.
That's, I think, a tiger.
Oh, it is? Let's see.
They're the black and gold.
Tiger tail?
Yeah. Yeah, but I think that would be a good one to start with. I kind of like that. And then I know that the other one that ranked pretty high, but I see what you mean by that one. It kind of had like some of like Robin's Lodge and some of that was DeVita.
I like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that has the gazebo at Robin's Lodge.
Right.
One of the lights at Robin's Lodge, I can put a light on the back end of a horse,
And
but
it- like you said, Mayor, some of it's a little busy, so we might want to go back to the artist to see.
flamingo?
what?
On that horse, is that a flamingo?
Yes.
Thank you.
The top
Okay,
has
yeah.
the
The top one
eagle,
has
the
the
flamingo,
flamingo,
the
yeah.
peacock, right?
Thank you.
I think, I think it's nice.
Very nice.
I just got a kick out of the lights. Those are the lights that are at Robin's, but.
So those are at least 2 that I kind of liked. And then, I like the one from Stephanie from Margate. But it looked like a bunch of orange blossom
Yeah,
trees where they
that's
used the.
Yeah, look at all
you
the
know.
oranges.
I thought that was
Kinda
unique.
cute too,
It
and
had
so,
the legs of the trunk and the branches, and,
I know that's
yeah,
three,
because they
but-
had a lot of them that had oranges on them, but they
Yeah.
were all very, very busy.
Yeah.
This wasn't quite as busy, so.
So, yeah, those are some that I'd love to consider.
Anybody else have any?
Anything you'd like to look at?
Hmm?
Where's the rodeo one? The last one? Let me see where he is. Oh,
Put the 4 up again.
this one,
Yeah, there.
this one.
So the first one is
Sally
definitely
Smith,
Robin's Lodge. It's got the windmill on it
yes.
and on the one side, and so can we all be
The windmill,
agreed that we'll start off with at least the third one? We'll start with that. Is that, everybody agree with that?
yeah.
And then it would be between, what, 2 and 4, or?
I like 3 and 4, I think. 'Cause
You all
it
don't
kinda-
mind, you all don't mind the lights on the back end?
Well, maybe we can talk to her about taking those.
And 3
Lights
and
on.
4 that you're discussing now are both Davie residents as
Yeah,
well?
that's what I liked
Yeah.
as well. You know, they were both Davie residents.
So, let's go ahead and start with those two, if it's agreeable to everybody. With the native ones going back to the artist for some changes, and then when we get to that point, after we've done the first 2, we'll reevaluate it and pick the next ones that we want, or maybe decide to go out again, or whatever the case.
Can
Yes.
I ask a question?
Yeah.
Mr. Pullman? Jeff, where's the money coming for these?
We have it set aside in the capital improvement
Okay.
program plan.
Have you thought of going to the Broward County Cultural Council with this?
We can, but through our public art master plan and with the assistance of our consultant and our public art advisory committee, we've been handling it in-house.
Okay, I was just-
But if we
I was
needed
just-
to include them, we're happy to do so.
I was just thinking maybe they could help.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
mean with the direction or anything, with the
Yeah, but maybe,
financing,
okay,
like they did with some of our
yep.
stuff.
Very good, thank you.
So if I may, just so that I'm clear on the direction, so the direction is that we'll work with the artists as well as the Seminole Tribe of Florida to make modifications to these
Right.
2 designs for
Because I
future-
like them both, and I would love to see those done too. The artist is really quite good, and I think those colors will be fantastic coming up on the acrylics, but we have to, and that would be in the next round if the artist agrees to make those changes.
Okay.
Got a lot of talent.
And then we'll be moving forward with executing agreements and moving the 3rd and 4th design along in the process.
Right.
Okay,
Fantastic.
thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, our consultant and our committee. You all did such a fantastic job with that.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.
You got good direction. Oh, gosh. November 20th is our next meeting, then one meeting in December, and then we don't meet again until
Till
January
January.
15th. Where is this time going?
Just flying.
It's just like unbelievable. Okay. Comments, that's me, I'm gonna start. Yeah, I mentioned before about the rodeo. I attended the Master Gardeners Volunteer Appreciation Luncheon, and it was very, very nice, because while I was there, they presented me with a star,
Oh,
thanking me for working with the Master Gardeners, and I made a couple of announcements when I got this about some of the changes that we've made, and when I told them about the less palm trees and more native trees, I got a standing ovation. So thanks, staff, for helping me work that out. The other thing is, we got awarded, and this is going to come up in the thing too, The magazine, the Our City, they have the best of the city. I tried to get them to change the Davies magazine to Our Town, but they couldn't because they use the same thing for everyone. But we got the best community event, and when they called me up to get it, they asked me if I thought that I knew what it was. I said, it's got to be the Orange Blossom Festival and Rodeo, so, and it was. So this is really very, very nice. And we'll put this up here too, in the room. That would be nice, especially for our 100th anniversary. I appreciate that. Don't forget Veterans Day is on Monday. We'll see you all at Veterans Park for that, 10 o'clock start. Also want to mention that the Davie Jazz Society is putting on a jazzy Thanksgiving at ABC Lobster, which is right here in Davie, on Monday, November 25th. And it's a traditional dinner with jazz entertainment. And you can go on the Jazz Society's website for tickets. I think it's $40 for the dinner, which is, I think, is at plus music, which is very reasonable. And if you don't want the traditional turkey, you want lobster or something else, you can get that and then just pay the difference after you've gotten your ticket. So that's, I think, a lot exciting. I already have my tickets. I'm going. So, and I also, I want to thank Todd Evans. Came up with a really great idea, which you can all see when you walk in the back of Town Hall, the screening on the, the screening on the,
Beautiful.
by the generators and along the fences are filled with horses. And
Gorgeous.
now, you know, when I come out of the building or come in the building, I feel a little more at home. And it's nice to see the grazing horses. And as a matter of fact, the one picture, someone said it looked like Kentucky. I said, no, it looks like the ridge, because it has the bike path through it and everything, and it's really good. So I want to thank Todd and Public Works for getting that approved and done. And it's really nice because you can see part of it with the town logo and everything from Pine Island Road when you come down. And then you can see the other side when you come into the park, so it's really nice. I appreciate that. Okay. I know I got some. Where's my other stuff? We talked about the 100 years. I think that takes care of me. Councilmember Whitman, would you like to go next?
Why, thank you, Mayor. Okay, we're going to start off with Movie in the Park, Wonka. Spend a perfect evening under the stars at our Movie in the Park event featuring the family film Wonka. Bring a blanket, lawn chairs, grab some snacks, join us at the Bamford Sports Complex on November 15th. Gates are open at 6 p.m. The movie will begin at 7 p.m. Admission is free. We have a Harvest Drive. The town of Davie is partnering with Harvest Drive, Inc. to host a food drive now through September 18th. Donations will help provide local Broward County public schools, students, and families in need with a week's worth of groceries and perishables to complete a Thanksgiving meal. Go to the Town of Davie website for a complete list of locations and times. The town will only accept items until Monday, November 18th. We have Shred-a-thon. The town of Davie is once again hosting free Shred-a-thon and prescription drug drop-off events. The Shred-a-thon event scheduled for Saturday, November 16th at Pine Island Park, located at 3801 South Pine Island Road, Davie. The event will take place from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and is free for all Davie residents. And since I forgot to mention last council meeting, I want to say a happy belated birthday to the October babies. And at this meeting, I want to say wishing all the November babies a happy birthday. Thank you. That's all I got.
Thank you. Vice Mayor?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you both for covering a lot. I love it when I don't have to go first, because then you guys cover pretty much of it. It really is a lot of fun with the Harvest Festival, the Harvest Drive, because my family has participated in that since I've known Renee Herman. Our kids were in elementary school. And what they've done over the years and how they've grown to participate with all the Western high school students now has been really, really great. And my family still enjoys going there and organizing and putting the bags together. So we really appreciate all you do, because they service so many families that are in such need over the holidays for a good meal. And I think that's so important. One of the things that I did before I left on a vacation was the Boys and Girls Golf Tournament. And we had the Caddy Shack revisited. I've been part of that for 22 years now, with Rita Case roping me in on being a chairwoman for so many years. We raised over $100,000 net for the 2 clubs in Davie. That'll help fund, yeah, exactly, fund our teen centers, both the DeGeorge Center and at the Rick and Rita Case Center. And so we're very excited about that. They have a lot of other activities throughout the year that will raise money, but it doesn't go directly to Davie or Davie programs. This one golf tournament does every year. So, I'm real excited that we did so well this year. I was away for 2 weeks, and I was really pleased to see that everybody, held the fort down. I don't think I've ever taken a 2-week vacation. It's been years and years and years since I have, so it was a lot of fun, and I'm so glad to be back home, and I look forward to the holidays. We have Thanksgiving coming up, and I wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, because I don't think we'll be meeting before then. And I hope you enjoy your neighbors and friends after this election and your family. Go back to being friends again, because it's been pretty tense, I know, for a lot of people. So, it has been mandated, and we have to accept the results, as we should on any election. Win, lose, or draw, we need to move forward, and I'm looking forward to our community healing just like the rest of the nation. And I appreciate everybody here. Thank you.
Ms. Hatton?
Yeah, the only thing, you took it when you, from me,
Sorry.
the screen, no, that's okay, the screening, I thank Todd, because it's magnificent. First time I saw it, it was like, whoa, this is really amazing. Then I saw it again for good picture today to see it, and it is amazing. What a great idea. It really is. I'd love to have them right around the outside of my home, on the side of the house. They're so cool, really good. So thank you very much, really amazing.
Yeah, hopefully we can do that in some other areas too,
I'll
as
volunteer
opposed
my
to
house for
the
it.
green screening that they use. So, thank you.
Thank you. Thank Todd.
Mr. Lewis?
Thank you, Mayor. I want to start off by mentioning to everybody that our Parks and Recreation Department is embarking on a Parks and Recreation Master Plan. We are seeking the community's feedback at the upcoming November 18th meeting. The meeting will begin at 6 p.m. at the Pine Island Multipurpose Center. During the meeting, attendees will hear about our current parks and recreation facilities and programs, as well as assess the need for future improvements, facility programs, operations, maintenance, and funding opportunities. Please attend, because we need your input to provide the best amenities to our community now and in the future. I think that's important. I hope a lot of people show up for that. And I want to give a shout out to our police and fire departments for hosting another successful trunk or treat event last week. Thank you, guys. That's it, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Mr. Lemack?
Thank you, Mayor. Just one announcement I'd like to make. Broward County Park staff and the Florida Forest Service are planning a prescribed fire at Long Key Natural Area and Nature Center located at 3501
My goodness.
130th Avenue, Southwest 130th Avenue. They plan on conducting the burn on Thursday, November 14th, 2024. The burn will occur in the, if I can say the word, ephemeral wetland directly north of the entrance to Long Key. The burn will reduce the shrub layer and encourage herbaceous growth in this area. That'll improve the habitat. The park equestrian trails are planned to be closed for the day, and notification signage will be placed on the trail in advance of the burn. The town is also advising the residents in the area via the website, newsletter, social media, Davie Police Communications, and 911 call centers will also be notified. Broward County will be watching the weather closely to make sure they have the best possible conditions for the prescribed fire. If not, it'll be rescheduled. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want everybody to know I appreciate that Mr. Lemack brought that up, but when they first sent me an email about the burn, I said, absolutely not. I went off the wall. And so we had a very big meeting with Mr. Lemack and staff and the people from the Parks and Recreation Department and in the county. And they have assured us that they will go house to house in Whispering Pines and Kapok Tree and also Oaks, whatever, what is that called? Something Oaks on the corner. The Kapok Estates, yeah,
And the Oaks, what's the one with Oaks?
Oaks place on the corner there, at the curve, and go door to door and inform the people of the thing. They also are going to pay very close attention to the wind to make sure that the wind is not blowing to impact the residential areas. I've also requested and have been assured that our fire department will be on top of it. In addition, the state wildlife and fire equipment will be there to assist, and hopefully it goes well. I can remember years ago when they did it once before, and we got phone calls all day. There's something burning, there's a fire, which meant that the neighbors weren't well informed of it. So hopefully this time we have it under control, and maybe even some of the people, if they have allergies and they're concerned, they have the opportunity to go on a field trip that day or to go shopping so that they're not at home. So just keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. But I know our fire department will be on top of it, as well as the police department for emergency calls and so forth. So thank you very much, Mr. Lemack, for bringing that to everybody's attention. Mr. Weinthal.
I have nothing to add, Mayor.
Thank you. Are there any objections?
Well,
We're adjourned.